Welcome again to this new Arduino tutorial. This is a new chapter of the No Login series. On this occasion, we will be discussing a new way of sending a UDP signal to unlock our computer through an Android device. Of course, with the help of our Node.js server implemented in a previous work. Check down below in the description for the details. So we will be working the code in our Android Studio. So let's get into it. For this project, you will need a computer in which you want to log in, a phone that will be your authenticator device, which could be a tablet as well, install Android Studio, and of course, check the tutorials related will be a definite plus. Here you have the diagram showing how the different components interact. You can download the code from GitHub repository. Check the link down below. You will be able to play around with it by changing things to fit your needs. As you can see, we have our main activity class, extending activity, that will bring us the inherit and create method to let us set the basic configurations. Among the basic configuration, we will set the pattern log view and its listener. Bear in mind that you will have to implement the pattern log view library, and of course, have ready the main activity layout with pattern view configuration. We will find all the details in the repository. Going back to our listener, we will set the base behavior related to an incorrect pattern draw and a correct one. The first one will print the message wrong password. The later one will execute the send broadcast method. Also, it's worth mentioning that the pattern draw translates to a number. In our example, the pattern translates to 630487. So if you want to change the pattern, I suggest you to modify slightly the code so that the toast prints the entered number. Take note of the printed new number and write it down to the original code as a new password. Now, this method has all the necessary instructions to prepare and send the incoming string parameter as a broadcast message. That means that we'll send the message to the network. This method has an auxiliary method that returns the network address of our local network dynamically. This will let us execute the program in all networks we are connected with, without having to put or modify the actual address, and will let us use this application on different networks. Once the method sendBroadcast gets the local network, it will send the packet built by the actual message, the length, the address, and the port, which by now will be fixed to this number, which of course you can change. Once the packet is sent successfully, another message will be constructed and returned as a method return. One thing more. Once the broadcast signal is sent, the Node.js server will be in charge of interacting with the Leonardo board. And finally, send the password to our machine to let us in. We will set to sleep the application for 4 seconds to show the message password OK, and finally call the inherit finish method to close the activity and show the application. So what is next? We will keep on working on other ways to unlock, to entertain more ideas for this No More Login series. Please consider this as another idea started for you. Think in what ways this could be helpful for your day-to-day chores, like for example, to control some task in some application. I will be delivering some ideas in the future chapters. Take a look of other works of mine as well. See you in the next one.